Hey guys, I'm going to show you how you can turn your video from looking like this to this.
Okay, and this is the result with the third light turned on.
Okay guys, so first of all, one thing that I think is majorly important when it comes to YouTube videos in general, is audio quality. My suggestion is to go with something like this. This is a Zoom H1, it's an audio recorder. And then here I have a lavalier mic. This is called the Giant Squid mic. In total, this can cost, you can buy one of these secondhand. These cost about £50 brand new. All in all, you're looking at about £100. No, it's not pocket money, but it's an investment that's going to make such a difference. So if you hear the sound of my audio now compared to this.
And this is the difference straight away with this audio setup, guys. What do you think? I'm sure this sounds a lot nicer in your ears as opposed to what we had before. All I've done is attach that lavalier mic to the top of my jumper. Ideally you want it around 6 inches from the microphone to your mouth for the best sound, because if you have it too low it's just going to be too quiet. So that's what I'd recommend. Firstly guys, it's not necessarily how your video is looking, but how your video is sounding. Okay, now before I show you my lighting setup, I want to show you what you can do on a low budget. So right now I've got my curtains closed, the lights are turned off in the room, and I have my GH4 camera ISO on 1600 and my f-stop, my aperture at f.4. Okay guys, so now I've opened the curtain and we have some daylight coming through. We have a window to my left and you can see this light coming on half of my face. It's a little bit bright, but at least now we have a shadow on one side and it just makes the image look a tad better than what it was before. Okay guys, so since opening the curtain and having that light on my face, I've now adjusted the camera settings. So I've lowered my f-stop and I've lowered my ISO, and now that light is looking a little less harsh on my face, and the image quality is looking a bit better. I will say that it is very cloudy and gloomy outside. So this is my cheap solution to how you can quickly make your YouTube videos look better. So just by spending a little bit of money on some audio equipment and using some natural daylight, and also make sure that your settings are correct to really get the best image possible out of your camera. Now I'm going to show you my lighting setup. It involves spending a little bit more money. I've got some newer LED panels. If you want to check those out, I've linked them below, but it's going to cost you around about £100 for each light. So what I've done guys is I've set up an LED panel slightly to the right of my camera, slightly higher as well. That way the light isn't completely flat on my face, it's giving a nice shadow underneath. However, we can improve this lighting setup by adding what we would call a fill light. Now this light currently set is my key light. Let me show you what it looks like once the fill light has been turned on. That's hitting this side of my face and giving me a shadow on this side. It's not a massive shadow, but it's just helping to add a bit of shape, a bit of contrast to my face, makes the image a bit more interesting and adds more depth. Okay, now I'm going to show you what we can do if I add in another light. Now this is going to be my backlight, this is going to be my third light in the situation, and this is going to make up the 3-point lighting setup. Okay, and this is the result with the third light turned on. So now you can see there's a bit of light behind my head, and it's just separating my head from the background, and possibly my shoulders as well. Now it's not perfect because it's quite tricky. I've got like a small gap behind my sofa where I've had to try and jam the LED light in. So not perfect, but I think it's definitely better than what it was previously. So what next, guys? What else can we do to make this video look better? What we can do is add a color grade. So we have our key light, our fill light, our backlight. We have a nice frame. We have correct camera settings, including f-stop, white balance, and ISO. So now I'm going to show you how you can take one step further and color grade your footage. Let's drag that file into Premiere Pro. Okay. I know you're probably sick of my face by now, but let's just work on this, shall we? So as you can see, this is the backlight lighting up the wall behind my head, just making my head pop from the background a bit more. We have our fill light working as there's a bit more shadow on this side of my face. And what we can do to color correct this video is I tense up that contrast a bit more, and I like to lower the blacks. I also like to add in a bit of vibrance, and I love adding in a vignette as well, just because that draws that attention in to our main area, the point of interest, which in this case is me in the frame. So before and after, let's just added in that contrast. Something that you can do, for example, is, so because I don't really like the look of my sofa, I've chucked over a blanket over the top of the settee, and there's different colors in it. You've got red, blues, yellows. What you can do is come in here to the curves options. Now I'm using Premiere Pro 2018, by the way, so this may be slightly different depending if you've got the updated software or an alternative software, but they're going to be similar. So if I want to bring out the reds a bit more in that blanket, if I click the red button there, and I can adjust this ever so slightly, and it's very slight difference, but it's those small details, those small adjustments that just make that extra bit of difference. So if we look over here, that red is looking slightly grey, and then it's just brightened up a little bit. If we go too extreme, then it starts to affect my skin tones as well, which is not a good look. So we're gonna go for something around there. Okay, and yeah, I'm happy with how that's looking. So just have a play around, you know. By all means, if you haven't got the budget to buy lights, then use natural lighting, do some color grade in your videos, make sure you really do sort out your audio, and please make sure you're getting the most out of your camera by making sure you have all those settings set to the right levels. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. I've been Greg Stocks. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. That'd be really appreciated. Please drop a comment down below if you have any questions. I'll happily get back to you. And please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll know if another video of mine has been uploaded. And I shall see you in the next video. Peace out, positive vibes.